All right, this is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runner's Alley. We're at the 2017 Battle of the Border. It's the 14th Battle of the Border, where it pits basically Massachusetts up against New Hampshire. Jim, you want to tell us a little bit about today?
Well, today's in the girls' varsity race. It should be a really good battle. Battle for probably second place because Rebecca Durham's here, and you know she's been setting the world on fire. Last week she broke the Black Bear record, running a scorching 18:09. You know, I hate to put it out there like that, but it really is commonsensical just to pick her if I was a betting man.
Oh yeah, and I'll say, I mean, she comes in definitely as a favorite, having won it last year with the time of 18:49, I believe. So it's going to be her. What about some teams? What teams are we looking at?
Well, we got the number 3 team in New Hampshire, Cole Brown, new on the scene, hasn't run this race yet, and they've been running really good. Last week they won the Black Bear. They're led by Addison Cox, who ran 19:20 there, and they got a team that's rising the ranks, young and battling. Some of the other teams we got to look at is Conval, who's number 5. We got Merrimack, number 6, and Elverin, number 9.
Yeah, it looks like we got definitely some individuals to watch out for. You know, Elverin has Jessica Fontaine. Central actually has a couple of the sisters there. Never know what they could run. I know last week at Black Bear they were both under 20:30, so some good times there. Cole Brown, of course, Addison Cox, you said. They also have Eleanor McDonough and Abigail O'Connor. A few from Concord, right?
Yeah, we got a couple from Concord. That Molly Bragg and Morgan Arcott, freshmen, they're running real well. But you know, as good as any two in the state is Rachel Hurley and Claire Ververker of Conval.
Yep.
They put some good times at Manchester Invitational and Black Bear. So that 1-2 punches. It's pretty formidable.
Yeah. Say a couple from Londonderry as well.
Kaylin Gregoire and Kaylin Bouffard.
Yep.
They're doing good. Don't ever forget Bailey Carrillo from Merrimack.
Oh yeah. And then Lauren actually from Merrimack had a good race in the last week as well. Milford, like we said, Rebecca Durham and Lauren Robinson shouldn't be too far behind the lead pack there.
Who are the top returners coming back? We got Durham, of course. Emily Wilson of Groton Dunstable from Massachusetts.
Yeah, so she's definitely one of the Massachusetts girls to look at as the race is off now. So pretty flat course overall. This narrows down relatively quickly, as we can see in front of ourselves. And once again, this is the 2017 Battle of the Border. Meet Hub today is sponsored by Tim's Truck Capital.
Rebecca Durham right out in front.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much sure that she's going to stay right there. We got Addison Cox right there, and we got the girls from Gonzale.
Hello, this is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com, live from Battle of the Border. We're giving you a snapshot of the first loop when they're about to enter the woods. Here comes Rebecca Durham with a commanding lead. Rebecca Durham from Milford. And here comes the rest of the field. Not so much separation as we are used to seeing. Here comes Addison Cox of Cole Brown with neck and neck with Londonderry. Comes Cole Brown second. The group from Campbell. Ellie McDonough from Cole Brown is Cole Brown's 4th. Now we're seeing a little bit of separation. The interesting thing about this meet, the first 5 teams for both New Hampshire and Massachusetts are scored against each other. That's the name Battle of the Border. So we're going to pack up here. We're going to move on to the halfway mark of the first mile. See you soon.
All right, and we can see our leader. Still Rebecca Durham of Milford.
Yeah, she's got a huge lead. She looks good. Still can't even see the next person yet, so she's comfortable. Like I said earlier, it's a battle for second today.
Oh yeah.
Unless something catastrophic happens.
Can you just see Addison Cox in the background, I believe.
Nice job.
4:45 right now.
So she's got a pretty good lead.
We're kind of on one of the larger switchbacks of the course. It's still a gradual turn, but it's
And we're on a gradual uphill too.
yeah.
So
We're still in front of the 1 mile, but good pace right now.
Yep.
So Addison Cox, Cole Brown.
Nice job, Rachel. Nice
Caitlin
job.
Gregoire and Rachel Hurley.
Yeah, and that's Emily Wilson, that lead pack in that maroon jersey there.
Right now, Cole Brown's got all their top 5 and the top 20. So
Still early on,
Morgan
plenty of
Alcott.
time, but at this point, generally in these races, you just start to see them slowly spread out.
yep. So I think Cole Brown's is winning at this point, but
Did you see any other teams that
no,
kind of look
not
complete?
not yet, not complete. They were kind of scattered through.
You can do it, Sarah. Nice job, Haley. Come on, Maria. Get up with Haley. You can do it. You
There's
can do it. You
two
can
Cole
do it.
Brown girls there, so their top 5 are good. Well, there's another one right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
that would be one of that'd be the 5th runner for Cole Brown. then.
Yep. So I guess I may have had some Campbell girls in there because those uniforms are pretty similar, actually.
So four up front, but that does leave it open a little bit.
Yep.
We'll see what happens a little bit deeper in the race.
And here we see Rebecca Durham of Milford, last year's returning champion. And this meet's kind of a unique meet because it allows the teams to actually run as a group. New Hampshire runners, Addison Cox, Rachel Hurley, and Caitlin Gregoire. Let's see, Tingsboro, Sophia Campbell. So the teams get to run kind of as teammates, even though they're obviously still competing for their own individual team awards.
You got this. Get up.
9 minutes into this race, just waiting for our leader as she makes the corner here. It's still Rebecca Durham of Milford. Nice, comfortable lead. It's beautiful. Good job. Good run. And 20. So she'll be like 9:20 when she was by us. So she looks good. So hopefully it'll start stringing out here a little bit. That battle for second. Looks like Addison Cox.
Yeah, he's got a group of 3 going out here. It's like a battle between Conval, Londonderry, and Cole Brown.
Yep, Addison Cox is right in there. And we got
Nice job. Push, push.
Claire Ververka. The pair from Conval, Rachel Hurley. She looks good too.
Cole Brown second, Central's first, I believe.
Yep. From the Pepin girls. Here comes a nice pack. We got a mixture going here.
Go up here. Pick up the green. Go together. You look great.
Morgan Alcott, freshman. Wally Braggett, Concord second.
Strong showing from Campbell today.
Campbell
Coach.
looks good. Campbell's got 3 right in. Cole Brown's got 3 going by us. Here comes the defending champion, Alvern. Another one from Campbell. Campbell's got a good showing today.
Nice job.
Very impressive.
Go together, Merrimack. Go up with her. Excellent job. You look great.
Wow, this could be a barn burner. There's 2 more Alverns mixed in with the Cole Brown.
So which team is surprising you the most today, Coach?
I would say Campbell.
I would say Campbell too.
Yeah, Campbell looks good. Concord's got 4 by us now. So yeah, it's a. Well, I'll tell you what, Conval looks pretty good too. So yeah, anybody's bet there. There's 2 more Cole Brown. So hey, this could go. This 11 minutes into this race, it's still anybody's game at this point.
So something we're not quite used to seeing is the second pack. Usually we've had a couple for sure in the top 5, but really here it could be anybody.
Yeah.
Really could be anybody.
We know who's going to win the race. Though.
Oh, for sure.
We just don't know who's going to do
Exactly.
it.
All right, coming into picture now is still our leader, Rebecca Durham. We're at about the 2 mile mark, might be a little off, not quite marked. It's 12:33 now. Still looks strong, still has quite a gap on everyone else. Still no one in sight. Couple more girls coming into the picture now. Absolutely dominant lead by Rebecca Durham, but in second is Addison Cox of Co-Brown. And from Conval, that is Rachel Hurley. We're at about 13:15 now at the 2 mile. So we see our second Conval girl. I believe that's Claire Vaverka. With Kaylin from Londonderry. Last year's number 5, Emily Wilson from Groton Dunstable. This will be Co-Brown's second, Abigail O'Connor. Groton Dunstable's second, Sarah Maple. Merrimack Central, Concord. Merrimack, Co-Brown's third, Conval's third. I believe that's Londonderry's at least second. So right now it looks like Co-Brown and Conval are putting together a good effort. Seen at least 3 Campbell. Number of our girls winners from last year, Alvern, come by. So up top still pretty thinned out. There's no real clusters anymore. At this point in the race, you know, 2 miles in, mile to go, a lot of people have different strategies getting to this point. From here though, you start to see a little bit more of a push, a little bit more of a kick, kind of testing each other out, seeing what each other's capable of. But team-wise, it's definitely looking pretty competitive. Could be any number.
So we have our leader, Rebecca Durham, with about a half mile to go. Rebecca with another big lead in this race. And we'll see who comes through next. This looks like Addison Cox from Co-Brown. So that's 1 and 2 for New Hampshire. And here's Rachel Hurley from Conval. So that's New Hampshire 1, 2, 3. Claire Vaverka, her teammate from Conval, in 4th, and Kaylin Gregoire in 5th. So that's a sweep right now for New Hampshire. We have yet to see a Massachusetts runner. And this looks like first Massachusetts runner from Groton. That's Emily Wilson.
Come on, keep going, you're doing great.
Abby O'Connor from Co-Brown.
You got this.
Co-Brown's got their first 3 in. That looks like there's our top
Nice job.
team right now.
Come on, you guys, nice job.
Groton's number 2, so that would be the number 2 Massachusetts runner. Conval's 4th.
Let's go, Alma! Come on, Abby, you're almost
Kingsborough.
there. Push it, pick up the pace.
Number
you got this.
3
You're
and
so
4
slow.
Massachusetts runners.
Finish. Here comes Rebecca Durham. Something we're used to seeing throughout the season. She has a commanding lead over the field. About to go to the finish line, so the runners here are going to be working pretty hard. Just seeing through the woods here, it looks like Addison Cox has taken the 2nd place lead. She's broken away from the other girls that she was working with in the beginning of the race. She's about to come around the curve, so we'll see her here in about 15 seconds or so.
Working! Good job, Addison. Come on, keep working, keep working.
He comes working real hard. All the racers working real hard today. Here comes Conval's first. The pack that we originally saw is separated quite a bit from the first time they came around the woods. Comes Conval second, Londonderry's first. Comes our first runner from Massachusetts, it looks like. Those two runners from Conval I mentioned earlier were Rachel Hurley and Claire Viverka. Comes Co Brown second. So he emerges from Merrimack, 1 and 2. Comes Ellie McDonough, Co Brown's third, Concord's first. Now we see more and more start to peer out of the woods. Central's first, Londonderry second. This is anybody's race, folks. Comes our first real pack we've seen. So again, the pack is really stretched out from the beginning. We'll see this is going to be a tight race as far as teams go. Individuals have got locked away, but as far as teams are concerned,
You got less than 300. Push.
it's really going to be up in the air.
Nice job, Jenna. Keep your eyes on her. Keep your eyes on her.
Alvern's third.
Less than 300 to go. Dig deep, kiddo. All the way through now. Push it downhill. Push that downhill.
Comes Campbell again and
You gotta
making
push
a
it downhill.
surprise emergence here.
Ooh, see if you can get to her. See if you can get to her. This is it right here. This is the end of the race. No, you got push it downhill. Push that downhill.
All right, and coming down the final stretch is Rebecca Durham. We're at 18:56 now. I'm sorry, 19 minutes now. 19:01, 19:02. Course is slightly different from last year. Coming in at about 19:07, 19:08. So we saw her out in the woods and she had a considerable lead, but with 19:07, it'll be interesting to see where second place is.
Yeah, it was a great finish, huh? So I understand they added a little bit onto the course, approximately 190 meters. So
Hard to compare from last year and this year. Looking like second place right now is Addison Cox of Cole Brown, bringing it in nice and strong. Freshman.
beautiful. 1942, 1943. Conval.
Third, I believe that's Rachel Hurley at about 1950, 1951. Her teammate, so that's two from Conval, Claire Viverka. And then Londonderry's first.
Kaylin Gregoire. Packed him in pretty good right there.
So this would be Groton Dunstable coming from Massachusetts. So this would be a top Massachusetts girl. And this would be our second Cole Brown girl, Abigail O'Connor. So two from Cole Brown. I believe this is Merrimack coming in. And then number 3 from Cole Brown, Eleanor McDonough.
Morgan Alcott.
Our second Merrimack,
Concord.
First Concord. And I believe our first Central, second
Caitlin Pepin. Groton Dunstable's second runner. Londonderry's second runner. Groton Dunstable got a third runner coming in, so they're running pretty good.
Yep, and another team to watch, Campbell, their first comes across the line.
Concord second.
Another Conval, I believe that's,
Another Campbell.
I believe that was their third. Couple Alvern, who again won it last year.
Another Campbell.
Yeah, it's Campbell's second, looks like Campbell's third's coming down the stretch now.
Keep moving, keep rolling.
Alvern's got 4 in now, coming up the back. Defending champs, I'm backing down today.
No, they're looking strong on their home course.
Here comes another Campbell girl.
I believe that's 4 for Campbell?
Yep.
So 4 Alvern, 4 Campbell.
Another Groton Dunstable and another Groton Dunstable. This is a barn burner here.
Yeah. This is very close.
Keep walking.
Keegan Pepin, Central. Here comes Conval's next one. Here comes Cole Brown's girl. She's making up some points.
That's a great kick right there. So another, like you said, another Conval, another Cole Brown.
Here comes a bunch of Merrimack's. Merrimack's got 4 in.
Yeah, Merrimack snuck a couple in coming up to this, so this would be 3 and 4 for them. So overall, Jim, we're looking at an extremely close race. I'd say this is the closest one I've seen so far this year.
This could decide it right here. It's Cole Brown and Groton Dunstable right there.
If it is,
that
that's
close. That close.
We'll have to see what the overall scores iron out at, but
Push him, push him, push him.
this is Cole Brown 6 as well.
Yep.
So
Green, red, black, black, blue.
we're at about 22-33, 22-34 now.
Keep moving, girls, keep moving, stay in order.
And we've had 5 runners from multiple teams come across at this point.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's no cakewalk for New Hampshire today because Groton Dunstable.
Keep walking, girls, keep
Definitely.
walking.
As far as
keep walking.
overall teams, individual teams.
Yeah, they showed up from Massachusetts and came to impress today.
Conval with another one in. Galen Campbell's.
Keep walking.
But that's Campbell's 5th and probably a little too far back.
Keep walking, stay in order.
So I know we didn't talk about it yet, pretty warm day today. Not quite the same as Manchester Invite, but definitely a bit warmer from last week's Black Bear.
You can definitely feel the humidity coming on.
Actually felt a couple of drops out there, but it's not really raining.
Yeah, so I heard I heard from a few people that the course has actually been lengthened like 190 to 200 meters. So throw away the course record as far as this year from last year or whatever.
Yeah, so with this being kind of a new course, I'd say Rebecca Durham set the mark. She was all alone out there.
She looked good.
And she's been doing that. She did that last week at Black Bear. And she goes from running at Manchester Invite where she's 1 of 4 in the front, right? And then coming in last couple of races has just been all her, all by herself. So different type of running. Doesn't really seem to phase her too much, though. She's kind of the girl who just likes to go out and run her own race.
Yep. She's definitely a person that likes to do her own thing, no doubt about that.
Nice job.
All right, so once again, this is the girls' varsity race at the 2017 Battle of the Border. Thanks again to Runners Alley as always, and of course Tim's Truck Capital for being our Meat Hub sponsor.